Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for December 7th to the 19th. We're still expecting an outbreak late in the month of Arctic air or colder temperatures at least, but that seems to be getting less likely as time goes by as it is forecast to remain above normal across much of the nation through the rest of this month. We're looking at the period for December 7th to 11th. That's what we expect the pattern to remain as we have a trough here off the west coast near the Aleutians and near to above normal heights across much of the nation with a zone of flow. And this pattern is expected to persist through the period we go to the 11th, and we don't see much change. The pattern will feature heavy precipitation for the northwest due to this trough offshore. And also very active pattern in the east with a threat of coastal storm developments that may work gradually up the east coast and nudge into a cold high over the northeast. We're going to look at that as the time gets closer. Now we're looking at the period for December 10th to the 14th. And we're at the 10th. Look at the GFS, and then we're going to go to the 14th, and still we don't see much of a change. The only thing here is the GFS is forecasting very strong positive height anomalies here with a trough along the west coast. But the other models, as we'll go and look at, they're all forecasting near to above normal heights across much of the nation with the trough remaining offshore. And during this time frame, the AO index forecast to be positive, and the PNA is also forecasted to be positive. So that works in keeping the coldest air north of the U.S.-Canadian border as of this time. So during this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures for this region, near normal here. And for precipitation, I'm calling for above normal precipitation for the west coast and below normal precipitation here. Next, now we're going to look at the period for December 15th to the 19th. This is the GFS still. We're not expecting much of a change. We still have our trough here along the west coast with the ridge here, and then we go further into time. This is the GFS, and then we go to the 19th. We still have above normal heights across much of the nation. Most of all the models are showing this pattern continuing right on through this period, this forecast period. We're looking at the European ensembles, and it has a trough along the west coast with very strong positive height anomalies here. Translates to very warm temperatures. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting little change in temperature anomalies, and for precipitation, I'm calling for above normal precipitation here and below normal precipitation for the East Coast states and adjoining areas. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for December 7th to 19th. Thank you for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.